shout out to all the memers and the autists. I have nothing but the utmost respect for what you guys do, but the battle is not over. When you see degenerates like Paperboy Prince, two brain cell morons like Stolen Valor.
Maybe a degenerate, but he got under my skin. That's for sure.
Dude, you know what?
Freak Out was great. I liked it.
You know what the thing is? This isn't me. I'm quoting from somebody else. The Chateau, for anybody who knows it, I don't want to claim any of this as my own. The thing is about us, as normal, properly functioning human beings that are not degenerate. With that comes a certain disgust threshold. And I'll be honest with you, I don't think I could, handle being around Paperboy Prince as much as you did, simply for the fact that I find him repulsive. I personally find him repulsive, and it's not his message. I mean, I think his message is bland, monotonous, and for a man who's been here for the better part of 2 weeks, he's not really, I think...
Hasn't really evolved.
Come with any ideas. I would love to know where he stands on certain issues,
I don't think he knows what the issues are.
I don't. I mean, he's probably going out there talking about the Muslim ban. By the way, there was no Muslim ban. There are 54 majority Muslim countries that are recognized in the world. 7 of them got banned. It's not a Muslim ban. Thank you. And to be honest with you, I mean, just based on the times we're in right now, if there was an outright 54 nation ban, I'd be down with that. Because
they got the right to ban whoever they want.
Yes.
Whoever they want. So people who are saying like, oh, well, you're banning people from other countries coming in, this country does not owe them shit.
No.
It doesn't owe them a fucking penny.
But they owe it to their country and to their families and to their people to go back and fight for what is theirs, if they really are good people. At some point you have to fight back. Because you can't just keep running around. We're all going to be displaced, which is what certain people want us to do. But
certain people.
I can't do that. I'm not going to do the hand rubbing thing because my hands are pretty cold.
Yeah.
But yeah. You got, at some point, you have to fight. I think according to the UN, there are 60 million people that are classified as refugees worldwide. And 100 million more that are fleeing, bad government, bad schooling, all that other stuff. And yet, the left, or I should say the far left, because I have all the time in the world for a central leftist who's actually, logical and not a nut job. They've decided to, choose, their new token group are the Muslims, which is why 15% of black voters came out for Trump. And many millions more stayed home because they knew that Hillary was cancer. Because, hopefully, although black people have realized that the Democrats have hopefully starting to realize that the Democratic Party really doesn't care about you, or at least what passes off for it on CNN and MSNBC, maybe they'll actually start to, open their mind and, go somewhere else. Some different points of view. Let's reestablish the family unit. That'll be good for society.
Trying to catch up on the thread.
You know what's weird? I update it whenever I'm not here. Well, I mean, I've only been here once before.
They love you.
Do they? Well, I appreciate that. Thank you. I was actually here another day, but I was too much of a punk to put my face in front of the camera, so I actually stood right next to it. So the fact that I'm coming here now, I appreciate the love a lot. I mean, it means a ton.
Brad loves his...
Oh god. In fact, maybe...
Only if he gets 150,000 retweets.
No, 34. It's only... Oh, no, that's from...
It's only 34, that's not...
This man is driving all this shit.
You would have already seen the National Guard coming out.
Funny thing about Soros, did you know not only does he fund Black Lives Matter, he's never been seen or photographed with a black person in his life, and he specifically is quoted as saying that he uses them because they're easy to control. That's crazy.
They're saying you got some pent-up wokeness.
I do, because where at one of the jobs I used to have, there was maybe 6 of us that voted that were like solid Trump as far as last year. I was down with it really early, because I mean, as soon as he made the first the Mexico comment, which I didn't find offensive, but once you saw that he went from 1% to 3%,
Yeah.
that's not possible. I mean, by normal standards, it's not possible. Once that happened, I knew something big was happening. And again, like the way I came across certain red pills, I don't know anybody that
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, that has.
That whole fucking Twitter thing where the 1% to 3%, that was fucking crazy, because like CNN's like, he put out a racist fact, it wasn't real, and he's like, oh yeah, you're right, it's actually what was the exact statistic? What was it?
What statistic?
The 1% 3% thing, like
I don't know. I don't watch CNN. They're fake news.
Right.
I don't watch CNN.
I forgot what it was, but basically it was, I think it had something to do with crime and like race crime statistics, and then it ended up being only 2% off. Of course, the media never talked about how it was only 2%
Right,
off.
oh.
They only talked about how it was wrong.
Illegal
Weird.
immigrants don't commit crime. They just don't commit as much crime as, you know, that guy said. But they do, but not as much as they said, so it doesn't happen, so forget about it.
Yep. God, I feel like you and I have been just growing up in like the same fucking bullshit.
I don't know when you found yours. I found mine 4 years ago.
Well, you see, like, I've always been kind of like an edgy contrarian, if
Yeah.
you will.
I mean, I was too, but I was blue-pilled. I in certain aspects, I was blue-pilled. I've always kind of been like a like I have a very short tolerance fuse. Like I don't like BS. I can't stand BS.
Mm-hmm.
But in some aspects, I was certainly blue-pilled. And I'll be honest, it was with like gender dynamics and kind of like, you know, just dealing with goofy chicks. You know, and that was kind of my first red pill. And like my second red pill, before like the first one even went all the way down, was kind of like more political stuff. And like I said, it wasn't what I was looking for, and you know, for a second, like I almost turned away, but it was like, you know, it is what it is. And when I read it, it's not like I could deny it.
I'll ask them in a second.
Yeah, go right ahead.
No, they're asking me to ask the cops for confirmations. Right now they're talking with each other, so I'll ask them in a second.
It's like every aggrieved group wants some form of reparations, but they can't come out and say that, because then it would blow up in their faces and people would realize how crazy they are. So they want social reparations. You know, like I have to sit on a subway and look at a sign that tells me to close my legs when I sit. I'm 6 foot fucking
You're
4.
kidding me.
I will kick
That's a thing?
Yes! Dude, welcome to America!
Oh my god.
Dude,
Oh yeah, I forgot about
man shredding? Like, dude, I would sooner kick somebody in the face before I close my legs. I'll shred my legs that wide. And every man should. Be proud of your package. Be proud of it.
Yeah, all these people fucking say, oh, they're fucking manspreading me. Jesus Christ, all of these, I know, like, you know, this is funny because this is what they say, like, oh, you don't know what it's like to be a woman. You don't know what it's like to be a man. You don't know what it's like to have balls and a dick. All right, that shit doesn't go away. That's there 24/7. All right, and guess what? It's not always fucking comfortable. So you can fuck right off. And the whole like,
I would love to meet a
do
woman
people
that,
even do that?
that experiences rejection anywhere near on the level that a man does, just for one day of her life. They'd drive her nuts. She'd be home with a bunch of cats. You know? Wait a minute. There are people that do that. Never mind. I take that back. I don't take that back at all.
Some of them know. Some of them know.
And you have these women's protesters that go to DC, allegedly, organically, to protest somebody who has said nothing unbecoming towards women's rights. But he did say he would grab them by the pussy, which actually is a line that I heard was in 50 Shades of Grey, a book that has sold 80 million copies, and I didn't all buy them, and I'm pretty sure none of the men here did, or anywhere around the world. So I wonder who bought those books. It's something to chew on. Chew on that.
Somebody, what is it? Oh yeah, somebody asked about the downfalls of civic nationalism. I don't know much about. I know that there are people who better than me who can explain why civic
nationalism is
work.
a good meme, alright? It's a good meme, like...
It's like ANCAP.
It's like a light red pill. It's like libertarianism. That's about it. It's like libertarian.
Libertarian.
It's too cold, all right. My tongue isn't working properly.
I will say this. What I don't like about civic nationalism is that it has a very libby assumption that everybody in the world is capable of doing the exact same things and accomplishing the exact same shit. It's like, oh yeah, well we can let in all of these immigrants because they can be just as good as we are.
Just be yourself.
That's I think like the one major knock against libertarianism is it's sort of, I think it's a good ideology, but it presupposes a lot of things. Number one, that the society that you have is able to support it.
Yes.
And it's clear that right now previous administrations have been wholesale importing hundreds of thousands of people who not only hate us, are unskilled, and want to kill us.
Yep.
An idea like libertarianism doesn't work.
Yeah,
Maybe in another generation or another country or another time, but not now.
I have gone from libertarian to authoritarian recently, and personally, I don't think that should be the end game. Like, I do like freedom, but right now, order absolutely needs to be restored. Things are getting way too chaotic. That's why, people are saying, like, Trump is a radical, like, he's doing all this crazy shit. I want him to start doing some crazy shit. Like, someone has to fucking step up to the reins and actually pull this fucking thing back on course, because it's going mental right now.
Dude, you know what? I don't even believe Trump is a radical. In my opinion, Trump is a pragmatist. He's a smart man. He's a brilliant man. But he's a pragmatist. Dude, the day that if an actual far righter actually, like a legit far righter actually became president, there'd be #jump for Trump. Everybody's gonna line up on the Golden Gate Bridge and just let it fly.
Fucking weaponized memes.
Weaponized memes. #jump for Trump.
#draft our daughters.
If Trump was
That
an
one was
actual
excellent.
fascist, you wouldn't be able to protest against him the way that Soros is setting people up to do. They got me. Let's see. Nig worker. Oh. Like I said, they love you.
That's cool. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Like I said before, I never meant to come across this sort of stuff. Like my first red pills were about the differences between the genders, and how everybody falls into like the blue pill lie that men and women are the same, when they are most certainly not. Men and women are complementary. They're meant to complement each other, and feminism is the lie that told women that it was better to be second-rate men than first-rate women, and they should get back to being first-rate women.
Hey, here's something. Ever notice how almost everything that the leftists shill for somehow hurts white people? Like feminism, right? Driving a big divide between men and women so that they have less babies. Isn't that kind of weird? Oh yeah, immigration, driving a bunch of people into the country that are going to have a lot of babies and drown out all the white people. Isn't that crazy?
The point of like what the far left is pushing right now, it's simply this: we think you had it great,
and we
these
want it.
people had it bad. So rather than actually creating an equal playing field that we all claim to want so much, we're actually going to make you suffer while giving them advantages. Because that's our new definition of equal. That's why it's like there are some really retarded black idiots out there that suggest that white people should pay reparations. What only one? First off, I believe it's only 1%.
Hey, the Muslims have to pay reparations to the Balkans and Spain and the Persian. Well, I guess they're already.
And the Irish.
That's out of it. And the Irish.
And the Italians.
And the Italians.
Yeah, what about the Irish slaves that were here in the 1600s? Do they get the privileges too? No one says anything about
no,
them.
because they're white.
Oh, they're okay.
The guy right there with the lisp and the beanie is a spy. I feel offended. I'm not a spy. I've been here since like the...
Quick rundown. Just give me a second. Here we go. Rothschilds bow to Bogdanovs, alright? Do you know who the Bogdanovs are?
I know the Rothschilds. I do not know the Bogdanovs.
Well, allow me to show you a picture of your transcendent overlords.
The real masters.
Because I aware that I thought the Rothschilds were the pinnacle.
Oh well, you were wrong.
No.
All right.
No.
Take
the
a look.
Rothschilds bowed down to these
Take
people.
a look at these people. You see these two people right here?
Jesus fucking Christ.
You see these two people? Clearly the faces of someone not of this world. Now, allow me to give you the rest.
They're the extraterrestrial life that we've always been
Oh.
debating.
Oh yeah, they're the ones that we've been looking for this whole time. Now I've lost the thread. Here we go. All right, they are in contact with aliens. I'm pretty sure that was clear from the beginning,
I mean, just
considering the look
looking
of
at
the
them,
faces.
yes, yeah.
All right, they possess psychic abilities.
Do they?
All right, they control France with a firm but fair iron fist.
Not until Marine Le Pen wins the presidency.
Well,
Shout out to Marine
who
Le
do you
Pen.
think's behind her, huh?
The Russians.
And who thinks behind them?
Not the Russians.
Bogdanovs.
The Bogdanovs. All right.
All right.
Both brothers have
They
an
own-
IQ of 200 plus.
They own castles and banks globally. They're
All
direct
over.
descendants of ancient royal family bloodline. All right. They will bankroll the first cities on Mars.
Oh,
All right.
The
How
first-
are you taking this bog stuff so far?
The first city
I'm-
will be called Bogdagrad.
Bo-
No, Bogdagrad.
Bogdagrad.
Bogdagrad. Thank you.
Bogistan.
They own nanobot R&D labs around the world. You likely have Bogdabots inside your bloodstream right now.
Dude, don't.
It's very possible.
You're fucking my shit up right now.
The Bogdanovs are in regular communication with archangels Michael and Gabriel, forwarding the word of God to the Orthodox Church. Who do you think set up the meetings between the Pope and the Orthodox High Command? First meeting between the two organizations in over 1,000 years, and arranged the Orthodox leader's first trip to Antarctica in history's literally a few days later to the Bogdanov bunker in Wilkes Land. Who do you think?
Holy hell.
They learned fluent French in under a week. All right?
Holy dude.
Scientists pointed a
Dude.
telescope array at the source of the bog bank.
Just when you think the final
It
boss
created
don't
our
get any
universe.
bigger, man. There's always another final boss.
The last person who missed a call was Michael Gorbachev from the Bogdanovs. He resigned and fled the country in fear of the Bogdanovs.
Holy shit.
All right? They're serious fucking business, man.
Shut it down.
Shut it down. This stream just immediately cuts.
Did you tell them about the first designer baby?
Oh yeah, they'll also be behind the first designer babies. That I can guarantee.
They'll be
that.
called Bogdan babies.
Bogdan babies, yes.
Because I actually spoke to the Ouija Anons. They were really cool guys. I don't know if they were watching. They were, I think they were from Discord. I don't know how people feel about Discord, but that's where they told me they were from. And if they're watching, shout out to the two Ouija Anons that I met up with. We chatted inside the coffee shop. And the guy that ended up taking the fall along with Stolen Valor said that Stolen Valor offered to pay his
Yes,
ticket.
he did, because he
Yes.
knew he was in the wrong, and that if that guy fucking pressed charges, he would be fucked.
I would have pressed. I don't know if he pressed charges. I would have pressed charges.
I would have pressed charges. Fuck him. Stolen Valor is a fucking. I mean, like
I thought he did press charges.
did he?
I don't. I hope so. I don't know.
I hope he
think,
did.
I think it's. I think
Like the guy comes around here and like he wants to like fucking get up in people's faces and start fights. Like
spread peace.
Spread peace,
love,
my
you know?
fucking-
Yeah.
He's a schizophrenic. That's what it has to be. He has to be. He's a schizophrenic.
You know, I'm not gonna.
He's fucked in the head.
He may not be on the level of the communists at Cal Berkeley. I'm just gonna keep mentioning that over and over again.
Fucking
He's not on
Berkeley.
he's not on that level. But
Berkeley's
you know what?
gonna be like the first shot in the race war.
I'm but you know what? I'm not gonna argue. Like, I don't care what level of violent person of violent far left, you know, not willing to talk to anybody kind of person you are. If you are, you are. Whether you shove a guy or you burn a car down and you hit a dude in the face with a shovel, you know, you are what you are, and like we need to get off of that.
So apparently Nick and Sean, Scooter Chad and Eyeshadow Cat Bag are the sons of Peter Romano, the VP of
Wait,
Congress.
they're all related.
It's weird. Scooter Chan and the eyeshadow kid don't look alike.
The Museum of the... Okay, so VP of Roman Kaufman, Astoria Studios. Zachary, Raymond are twins who also happen to be actors. Wait, they're twins!
Kaufman Studios is like down there. It's like a lot
Interesting.
down. Yeah.
I think I've already told you this before, but Pupchin is related to somebody who works at this museum, so... You know, fucking start with the conspiracy theories.
Yeah, this is why I love you, Paul. Like,
The masquerade effect feds with the peeps. I'm not more interested in hearing that part.
it could be it. You know, they could be upset that we've essentially hijacked the stream.
Oh, they're very upset.
And you know, they're
Why would they not
probably.
expect that to happen? It's like they couldn't imagine 63 million people voting for Donald Trump. It's like, where do
Nope.
these people, like, they don't exist, so they're not gonna...
No, it wasn't 63 million people. The Russians hacked the
Oh,
election.
no, it was the Russians.
It was
right?
the
Russians
Russians.
hacked the election. Ask somebody to explain what that means. How do the Russians hack an election? Did they single-handedly hack ballot boxes? No, they didn't. Shout out to John Podesta, whose password is the password.
Jacket, curator.
No, I haven't.
Is this my milk or?
That's like maybe like I know a lot of the people who have come here, but I know next to nothing about the people who actually run this museum.
Well,
That's
they're
the funny part.
shady motherfuckers.
Yeah. That's the funny thing. You look at the supporter list, it looks like a Tel Aviv phone book. All right? No, I'm sorry. It looks like a donor.
Hey, look at that, right there. Look at it.
Shit.
Oh,
Look
dude,
at it.
That's no.
Look
that's-
at it.
dude.
The
That's,
signs are everywhere.
yeah. That's
We need brackets right around this building right here. Please.
Yeah, someone. I'm surprised someone hasn't done that already.
Oh boy. I mean,
It would be kind of. You know, I wonder if somebody has tried to like climb it up it with like suction cups.
They could trace it out with like a marker or some tape or something.
Yeah, tape,
Giant.
like blue tape, paper tape. That way they can't get accused of like vandalism,
Yeah.
because you know it's paper tape. You can't. It's not gonna leave a mark. Shit. What else are we gonna talk about? But no, it reads. There's a lot of people involved in the museum supporter list with the Democratic local, like the New York City machinery, like Democrat Party machinery, De Blasio, Van Bramer, Cuomo, and
There's
just
no
off
way
the top
Van
of my head-
Bramer's not part of Pizzagate. There's no way.
Van
The way
Bramer, Van Bramer
there's
held
no-
a rally here. and
there's-
he's,
there's
look,
no
Van
way-
Bramer is my assemblyman. I did not vote for him, and it disgusts me to see him. It disgusts me to see him doing assemblies here, marching in gay parades, while the main avenue in my neighborhood in his district is still full of vice, crime, drugs, and gangs, alright? We have MS-13, 18th Street, Sureños, and we have fucking tranny hookers there hanging out at 3 a.m. I get home from work, 3, 4 a.m., I do not enjoy seeing tranny hookers and drunk Mexicans stumbling out of bars, alright?
it's not a pleasant
Oh,
sight.
you want to laugh, man? Come on.
Roosevelt Avenue. Roosevelt Avenue.
He knows. He now knows where not to go.
It is not enjoyable, and it shows me he does not give a single fuck about his district. He only cares about using identity politics to stay in power. For what? I don't fucking know. Probably to just stay within a job. But my point is that the supporter list of this museum reads, it's just full of like Democrat Party, members of the Democrat Party machinery in the city of New York, and heads of media conglomerates. And I found this within the second day of like all this going on. It's publicly available information. One of the trustees is the CEO of CNN. Another one is the CEO of Time Warner. Another one is the CEO of Warner Brothers. It's insane.
Have they found anything between that Van Bramer dude and pizza?
He's actually mentioned in one of the Podesta emails.
Oh, of course he is.
What? I was just me. Yeah.
Oh, Leaf. Leaf doesn't like 8. But, I mean, their argument, just read his argument.
Alright, I'll read your argument.
Yeah.
8 poll isn't your thing. 4 poll literally has clear Antifa shills, mods, and janitors. 4 poll is 100% guaranteed compromise site. It is rapidly going outright left wing with 90% shitpost threads at all times. black being his base, and I've known it from the start. He's got passion. Yeah, no, yeah, that's a pretty good point.
Yeah, sure.
Four-pole has been becoming absolute fucking cancer recently, to the point where it blows my mind. Like, the fact that there are maybe 10 to... No, wait, more than that. Way more. Ridiculous...
It has a high noise to signal ratio.
Yeah, there's a ridiculous amount of threads that come out on poll that are unironically saying, how could you have elected Trump? Like, the shills don't even try.
I don't think it's really shilling. I think it's just shitposting. Simple as that.
Well, it could be. I don't know,
not
man.
Just that. Oh, look, I like 8 poll, but you guys ought to calm down. Without 4, there wouldn't be an 8. I mean, and not just that. There wouldn't be either of them without the people that make it up. Simple as that. The mods can oppress the posters all they want. They can delete threads. They can ban people, but it doesn't matter. The posters will still ban evade. I used to change my IP address, my Mac address all the time when I used to post on JP, when I used to shitpost on JP, when I used to post on Poll, and I got banned. You know what? It is what it is. The mods are always gonna fuck with the populace, but you have to keep in mind the populace is what makes the board. The board would not be the board without the people that post on it. You know. So, I like both, to be honest. You know, they're both good. Simple as that. It's just one is slower and more for serious discussion that lasts longer. The other one is, you know, it's more just like a quick browse.
I was really hoping I could meet Paul Blart.
Yeah,
he's a cool guy.
How about this? I'm the idiot, and yet your dumbass sat here and listened to his entire monologue. It's a piss break, you dumbass. Please. Yeah, well, like I said, I came here to pay tribute to Base Leaf, because once you dropped the race pill, I was like, you know what, this dude's been like, this is like the first dude that's been spouting off stuff that I've actually heard somewhere else.
Yeah, man.
So, again, I just want to say thank you.
No problem, CIA.
Yeah, alright. You know what, I'm just gonna take it.
You're gonna have to.
Yeah,
You're
like I have a choice.
Yeah, I took Red Pill Rodriguez, and then they started calling me Base Leaf, so...
Leaf, right? Yeah, so, yeah, have a safe trip back to, the dump that you call Canada.
Yep.
And, hopefully you come back, and if you do, I'll see if maybe I'll, cross paths with you again.
Maybe.
Take care. Come by anytime.
We'll see what happens. Alright,
Hey.
guys, take care.
Bye-bye.
You're cool.
Okay.
Oh, yo, it's fucking cold. I kind of don't want to stay here. I kind of don't want to leave, but I don't want to fucking leave you alone.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, I'm here until the trains start running, so...
Yeah, it's gonna be like, what, 2 hours?
Yeah. Do you take train too?
I live in the area, bro. I can walk. You want some?
Good choice.
I don't drink milk either.
But when my cereals, you know, when I eat
It feels
cereal-
like a waste leaving it, though. That's why I'm like trying to like.
They
get
gave
as
us
much
a
down.
lot of milk. Like,
what is the whole milk thing? Like, why
I mean, milk's good for you. Like, honestly, that's just it. There was a guy that came by here. He was very passionate about milk. All right, he wanted
the milkman.
Milkman. Yeah, you talked to Milkman.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's brought this whole milk thing about. You know, his passion for milk inspired everybody. So, that's what the whole milk thing is now. He made his own thing.